Now we are on the road. We are headed up for Canada for the Adaptive World Cup.
So we're at 1 mile from our from when we left. This is the absolute beginning of our journey.
My stomach is an absolute knot. I do feel a bit ill and twisty, but we'll get out as we're going along the road.
Our first stop is Walmart, and they did not have what we needed, so we're just gonna keep on going. And now
get it from a truck stop. Our first destination of where we're staying tonight, which is Ontario, Oregon. So we're gonna head there for our first stop tonight, staying at a Best Western, and then we're gonna go just head up there.
Total good idea.
Merging into 2 lanes, and this guy was trying to merge in front of me.
All right, Wolfie, we've been on the road for a few hours now, and where are we?
We are somewhere in Oregon, and I don't want to drive on this road ever again.
Why not? It's pretty bad, guys. Maxxis.
Never mind, that didn't make no sense. It was sweet. And the
Concept's up, dude.
We're actually doing the speed limit. They're just going really slow. So it appears Google has opted for us to take a scenic road for a minute.
I'm excited.
Where are we going? We're gonna go
Turn right onto
Edwards.
South Edwards Road.
All right, Ed. Let's see what your road's like.
What are you doing, Jim? Properly into the mountains now. Let's go. 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 We made it into Canada! Let's go! Woo!
Oh my God.
Canada, let's go! Canada! We're going that way. We're going that way, that way, that way. Don't go us back to the US. Woo! Kilometers an hour! Kilometers an hour! Woo! Alright guys, we finally made it into Canada. So we're now here in Canbrook, as you can see behind me. So I don't race for another like 2 or 3 days. We got here a little bit early. So for the next tomorrow, Kurt here and I are gonna go off and we're gonna go adventure around Canbrook, and we're gonna go play tourist for the one day I have to relax before we head off to Fernie and race day goes. So this part of my wheelchair should not go like this. As soon as I started to not stress over the drive of coming up here, my rim exploded on my wheelchair. Like full-on detonation explosion. Multiple broken spokes. Try and find a resource to fix my wheelchair. So we got a broken wheelchair. So our be tourist day is probably not gonna happen because we're probably gonna be trying to fix my chair. So it is the next morning. Wheelchair is still broken. I don't know if I updated last night. I basically went to the ER, and the nurse at the ER gave me one of their hospital wheelchairs. And basically when they gave me their hospital wheelchair, I took my really nice expensive Quickie Extreme chair frame and I put my frame in their store, or in their storage room, so they would have a collateral, so they would know they're getting their chair back, because mine's worth way more. So Kurt here and I are gonna get a little bit of a late start. We're gonna go by but we are going to go to the medical supply store, see if they have parts for my wheelchair, see if their cheap wheelchair is cheaper than Canadian Tire. And then Bowhead has an extra rear wheel for me at Fernie, so at least I need something to get me to Fernie. Alright, fantastic news. Amy here at the Kootenay Columbia Home Medical Center was able to help me out and gave me some older used wheelchair tires. But you know what? Christian's got an extra Synergy for me wheel for me in Reno.
Fuck, this thing's really heavy, dudes.
So are you ready to not have to load that in the van anymore?
I'm very ready to not have to load this in the van anymore.
What Kurt was saying just a minute ago is basically 90% of the time of him and I picking up equipment, it's somebody saying, don't do this, don't do that. Please don't do this on this vehicle or a piece of equipment.
Yeah.
Don't jump curbs. Don't go off this. Don't do that, Wolfie. Why not?
Yeah. So we basically got used tires, which is totally fine.
Happy.
But, like,
they get me around, and
yeah.
I'm so pleased that they
But,
gave me
like,
something to get around.
They walked out with the tires and were like, yeah, don't go off curbs. Don't do this. Don't do that. And I was sitting there being like, I give these tires like 20 minutes.
No, because when I get my wheelchair, I'm gonna take my spoke wrench and I'm gonna tighten every spoke on it so it doesn't pop a spoke.
30 minutes. This is a very exciting day today because today is the first day that this guy is ever going to experience Tim Hortons.
Oh, wow.
That
is a line.
I get the honor. Oh, ooh, look at two-door Jimmy.
It's a 4x4.
I get the honor of de-virginizing his Tim Hortons. Is that how you say it? I don't know. All right, you may notice that this is a slight scene change because as I'm editing the video, I've realized that the video of us reacting to the Tim Hortons completely disappeared. So it is definitely not like 3 days later and we're just recording this randomly.
Yeah, it's like a week later.
Yeah. So what was your thought of your first Tim Hortons experience?
Macca's coffee is better.
I remember Tim Hortons being a lot better. Like, I genuinely
and then,
do.
like, those Timbits everybody talks about. It's like biting on a block of sugar. Out the window it goes. Gross. No way. Not gonna, that's a hard pass to me. I'm sorry, Canadians. You guys got poor taste in coffee.
I like Timbits.
No, well, you like sweet, sugary stuff. I
do.
I can't do that. So, yep, Tim Hortons is a for me. Sorry, Canadians. So we are at the hotel. He's gonna get cranking on editing. I'm gonna play a little bit of video games. Tomorrow, we head to Fernie to start the Dunbar summer series. So I'm gonna be getting my little bit of rest and just enjoying myself for the rest of the night before we go off and shred it tomorrow. My man here is going to get to work on his whole workstation he brought with him. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps support us and support this channel and support my growth and helps other people find the videos. Share them with anybody you know that might want to watch and follow my adventure. And make sure to check in the video coming out probably next week, hopefully, for the Fernie race. So let's get after it.
Yeah.